When it comes to lowering your scores, one of the best places to start is on the putting green. It doesn't take much athletic ability to hold a putt, but it does take a lot of athletic ability to be able to drive the ball 300 yards. Now, often when I look at putting lessons, they just get too complicated. There's too many things thrown at you. So in today's video, I'm going to pass on 3 of the best putting tips that I've ever received. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and start with the first tip, which is a good grip. Now, how do we get a good grip? Well, to be honest, if you go out and look at your favorite player out on tour, you will see a whole heap of different grips. You will see prayer grips, you'll see conventional grips, left below right, claw grips, you'll see every single kind of grip. The key with a good putting grip is that where you apply force on the grip is directly on the sides of the grip, essentially like this, where I'm holding the putter here. That's why when we grip it with our left hand, we grip it very much through the palm. So again, we're applying the force on the side of the grip. We don't want the grip to be twisted under or twisted over, but the key is the trail hand. If I'm going a prayer grip or a conventional grip, I want that force to be conventionally into the side of the grip. Conversely, with a claw grip, this is why it's so popular, because again, you're pushing into the side of the grip. Why is this important? If I push into the side of the grip, it's going to keep that face a lot squarer. Now, if you're applying a little bit of a pressure too much on top of the grip, so your right hand, your trail hand's too much on top, that's then going to close the face. And if it's too much under the grip this way, then that's then going to open the face. If you want to hold more putts, you've got to make sure that where you're applying a force on the grip, no matter which grip you're doing, is directly on the side of the grip. So if you sort of think about that, my trail hand, I go more of a prayer grip myself. I'm focusing on sort of pushing into the side of the grip right there. I'm not focusing on the top or the bottom. Even if I was going more of a claw grip, it'd be onto the side of the grip. If you can do that, you're going to control the club face so much better, and hopefully you're going to hit some more putts in the hole just like this. On a quick side note, if you're enjoying the video, please give it a like and the channel a subscribe. It allows me to produce more content to help you. Tip number 2 is by far the greatest putting tip I've ever received. Now for me, I used to hit a lot of putts really well, but they would miss the hole. They just miss to the left or just miss to the right. And essentially I followed the conventional wisdom of having my eyes directly over the ball because I'm slightly left eye dominant. Now for me, I kept missing putts. And what we found was that where I thought I was aiming was not where I was actually aiming. So what I mean by that is in this situation here, if this is a relatively straight putt, I want to be aiming where that tee is positioned right there. Now, if my eyes are in the wrong position, where I think I'm aiming is not actually going to be where I'm aiming. So I might actually be aiming to the left edge of the hole or to the right edge of the hole. And that's simply because my eyes are in the wrong position. Now, you can't just generalize everybody into some golfers do this, some golfers do this, because our eyes, number one, some are left eye dominant, some are right eye dominant, but they're all different strengths of dominance. So we need to give you a drill, or I need to give you a drill that's going to help you find your perfect eye position. So what I want you to do is find, as best as you can, a straight putt. Now, grab something straight. I have an alignment stick right here, and I'm going to place this all the way to the middle of the hole, just like so, and grab a golf ball and place it right at the back of that alignment stick right there. So I know between the golf ball and the hole right there is a dead straight line. Now from there, grab a tee and come down one grip width down this alignment stick and place the tee right into the ground under where the alignment stick would be. Now I really want you to spend some time and make sure that if you draw a line from the center of the golf ball through the tee and to the center of the hole, that is one perfect straight line right there. Absolutely crucial you do so. So take that alignment stick away, double check it, so I can double check here. It's perfectly one straight line. That if when I step over the ball, if I look from the ball to the tee and I draw a line between these two and extend it to the hole, it should look perfectly in the middle of the hole. And if it doesn't, my eyes are in the wrong position. So if I walk into the ball here and I'll put my eyes in the wrong position, so I'll go conventionally left eye over the ball right there. When I draw a line from the ball to the tee, it actually looks like it's missing just to the left of the hole here. So naturally for myself, what am I going to do if I'm out on a golf course and I have that eye position? I'm going to aim further to the right because it looks like I'm aiming in the wrong spot, and then I'd miss the putt to the right because ultimately where I thought I was aiming wasn't actually where I was aiming. So once you've set this up, how do you find your perfect position? Set up where you currently are right now. line the back of the putter up to the tee, have a look from the ball to the tee all the way to the hole, staying in your posture. That should look in one straight line. If it doesn't look in one straight line, there are 4 adjustments we can make. We can go further away from the ball, we can go closer to the ball, we can move the ball forwards, and we can move the ball backwards. Try and find where that tee looks like it's perfectly in line right there. So for me, it's about here, and you can see my eyes are actually quite a way inside of the golf ball. To me, that's where I can see straight. So now I've found that position, I know where I think I'm aiming is where I'm aiming. And if I then grab the tee, I can put it in my pocket, I can step on up, I can aim for the middle of the hole and give it the best roll. Now these have just been holotined and punched, so let's see if I can hold this putt. Just like that. If you do that drill every single time before you go out and practice, just for 2 minutes and just spend the time doing that, I promise you, you're gonna hole so many more putts. Because if you think where you're aiming isn't actually where you're aiming, you've got no chance of holing any putts. I see so many people that struggle with putting have a short backswing and then accelerate that putter head through. Now the issue with this is you're really having to put some force into the putter head. Now when this happens, your speed control becomes very difficult. If your speed control becomes off, number one, you're going to 3-putt a lot, which is just throwing away strokes. And number two, your green reading is going to suffer. Why? Green reading is determined by the speed you hit your putt. So for example, some golfers like to die their putts in, which means they're going to break more. Other golfers hit them firmer, maybe 3 foot past, which means they're going to go straighter and they're going to have less break. So we've really got to make sure we can control the length of stroke in order to allow us to have better symmetry. Now, if you listen to one of the best putters of all time, Luke Donald, he always used to say the feeling he had was that his backswing was longer than his follow through. So he felt like he had a little bit of a shorter follow through. If we can have that, if we can have symmetry in our stroke, our speed control is going to get a lot better. So when you're hitting putts, I always want you to focus on having a slightly longer backswing and a shorter follow through. A couple of different ways you could do this. You can actually map this out using tees. So I would put a tee down roughly where I want my backswing, the club face to go on my backswing, and then I would map the same distance but just a little shorter on the way through to just hone in this strike that's a little longer on the way back and a little shorter on the way through. So I would hit putts there as if I was hitting to absolutely nothing. So that would look like this. So I go longer back, shorter through, longer back, shorter through, and that would then be putting to an open space. But if you want to train this as if you're putting to a hole, then what I would recommend is actually doing some trail hand only putts, where you place your lead hand behind your back, you look at the hole you're going to, and you focus on a long backswing and a little bit of a shorter follow through. And you'll feel as you come through, that putter head just sort of glide through, just coast through. So I have a little putt here, it's probably about 25 feet. So I'm just going to hit the first one right hand only, feel that longer backswing, slightly shorter follow through. Let's see how I can do here. Longer backswing, shorter follow through. So that one fell pretty nice. Longer backswing, shorter follow through. I actually hold it. Maybe was a little bit too hard. If I do it again, longer backswing, shorter follow through. So longer backswing, shorter follow through. Definitely hit that one a little bit too hard. As you can see, it's gone through there. So that one, I accelerated the putter head too much. Let me do it one more time. Longer backswing, shorter follow through. So I should just let that club head just fall on the way down. That was better, much better speed. You can see that's going to finish just by the hole, nearly went in. That one was a lot better. So you can see the first one was okay. Second one, I hit it too much. The third one, I got the length of backswing right and I just let that putter head coast through, giving me a really nice speed control. So once you've done that a couple times, then place 2 hands back on the grip, do some rehearsal swings where it feels longer on the way back, shorter on the way through, just like Luke Donald said. And then from there, just hit those putts, see if our distance control gets nice. Longer back, shorter through. That speed looks really nice there. It's gone about a foot past, and I would always say that's a great guide in terms of speed. So again, longer back, shorter through. Let's see if we can get our speed dialed in. Again, that one looks pretty good. Hey, hold it. Let's do one last one. Let's get longer back, shorter through. There we go. Might just have pulled up short. No, it's got the legs. So you can see, look at the dispersion of all of them. Nice and tight, good speed control, good accuracy as well, considering these have just been punched. And that is going to help you start to hole more putts on the green. So there we have it. We've gone through 3 simple putting tips there. Now I can dive into a lot more, but I wanted to keep today purposely simple. Now get those 3 things right and you'll be well on your way to holing a lot more putts. If you've enjoyed this putting video, drop it down below because this is a new video that I haven't done before. So please drop it down below if you would like more like this. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back here soon.